Sponsored by Women Technology. Take advantage of our end of summer promotion, offering a $30 off bundle discount on the whole task takeout panel controls through September 2021.
Hello everyone, I hope you're doing wonderfully well. We're cracking on with our final countdown campaign. This is where we go back in modern gear and fight famous World War II battles. Starscream, what's going on today?
So today we're doing some North Africa campaign battles, specifically the Battle of Kasserine Pass, where if you ever saw the movie Patton, you remember at the very beginning, Patton came over and took over a large portion of the U.S. Army forces that were in North America after a horrible defeat. Well, this would be that horrible defeat where the Americans went into battle for the very first time in any kind of force in World War II. And let's be honest, they kind of got their butts completely handed to them by the Germans. And in fact, the only reason the battle was even saved, because the British were there too, was because the British did an insanely large artillery barrage on the German forces. And Rommel's supply lines were also really stretched out. So Rommel said, you know what? It's like, we're just going to kind of go back here and regroup. And that was really the only thing that kind of saved the day. So we are going to try to prevent that from happening. We're going to try to prevent that horrible disaster from occurring by helping destroy the Germans during their advance. So as you kind of can see here on the main and in the at the main map that we have that kind of shows everything, most of our fixed wing and are there at Shiraz International. And I don't know if you can scroll down just a little bit there. There you go. There are 4 routes of German advances that are going to be coming along on the roads. They're going to be trying to attack our Allied positions. We're going to have to put some cap in the air. We're going to have to destroy some AAA batteries. And then hopefully all of our ground attack guys can destroy the German convoys, destroy the assembly areas, destroy the German HQ, capture Erwin Rommel, and destroy the German air base that is supplying aircraft in the general area. Task A is Stinger, which is our F-18 Hornets, are going to take off and do the terrific job that they always do, destroying the German 88mm batteries. Batteries consist of 4 German 88s, 2 smaller caliber anti-aircraft guns, and all of their supply and support vehicles. Go ahead and hit and destroy those. Your Hornets, you have waypoint 1, 2, 3, and 4. Waypoint 5 is the German headquarters, which if you are able to prosecute all the batteries, please go ahead and destroy the German headquarters. You'll recognize it as a bunch of military type looking buildings along with their headquarters staff and everything around the general area. Waypoint is on it. You'll see it. It's pretty obvious. It's right in the middle of the city there. Task B. Task B is Fang, which is our F-16s, are going to go and provide air cover, hopefully better than the F-14s did in our last mission. There will be German aircraft coming in from various areas. We do have an AWACS. We have an E-3 that is flying just northwest of where we'll be taking off at Shiraz International. And yeah, so waypoint 1 is kind of like situated like your northern part of the AO, and waypoint 2 is the southern part of the AO. So if you ever get confused, you can go and go back to that. I'll also point out that if any of the aircraft have TACAN, I think it is it 9-4 X-ray? It's on the sheet at the
9-5 X-ray.
9. Okay, you can go ahead and set your TACAN to come back to the air base when needed. So
no, it's 9-4. Pardon me.
Yeah, 9-4 X-ray. Okay. Task C. Task C is going to be all of our CAS, all of our ground support. So the helicopters will be taking care of the German advance at the 2 northern, I guess, routes of advance there. Task Force North will have a waypoint there to the allies that are in the little blue box. And then Task Force North Central will have that. Jump which is the Harriers, is going to be taking care of the allies down there. That is kind of like what we called South Central. And then on the very far south, Tusk is the A-10s, who are going to go down there and stop the German advance there. All of these allied positions are marked with blue smoke. So you should be able to quickly and easily identify them, so you don't shoot them and you shoot all of the baddies. Also, the FARP has green smoke on it. So at some point, if you become disorientated, if you do see the FARP, which you'll see it, these are all very distinct valleys. You can easily use that to navigate your way back to the base. Task D, which is all of our warbirds. So we don't have a P-40 Warhawk, so stand-ins for those, but the British, or is it, what do you guys call yourself? The Royal Air Force, Air Corps, RAF. There you go. Had some substantial air assets in North Africa at this time. So we have the Mosquito, along with the Spitfire, and like I said, some American planes will be standing in for P-40 Warhawks. Once those AAA or sites of the German 88s have been taken down, they're going to go and attack those assembly areas that are nearby them. If you kind of just go in that general area, you should be able to see it. They're there, and they've got all sorts of tents and trucks and supply facilities and everything there. It's mostly a soft target, so you shouldn't have any problem having to hit it. There shouldn't be any tanks or anything shooting back at you. There will be, I think, some half tracks that simulate the fact that infantry with machine guns will be shooting back, but that should pretty much be your only threat if everything goes correctly. And Task E is going to be the capturing of Erwin Rommel. So we have two Hueys and two Hips. I think the Hips are the only ones that are occupied right now. You're going to take off, fly south, go over the Allied position, follow the road until you find Erwin Rommel's convoy. He was out there checking on the troops and inspecting them before the advance. He is now headed back to the headquarters, but you're going to have to try to stop him. So one, he's going to be the only convoy headed away from the front. So that's a good way to do it. The other thing is he has 2 half tracks and some other cars with him, and then he will be in a staff car. You need to disable the 2 half tracks with usually machine gun fire. Make sure that you use your gunner's ROE. So after they disable the half tracks, they don't kill Rommel. Once you do that, one of the Hips can land near the car. You should get a message that says that you've disloaded troops. After 30 seconds, you should get a message that says that you have captured him, and you fly him back to the FARP, and then we'll have captured Erwin Rommel, and he won't even be able to partake in the rest of World War II. And lastly, the Mirage Deep Strike is really simple. You're going to take off. Waypoint 1 takes you straight south. Waypoint 2 brings you on a waypoint just before your target. Waypoint 3 is your target for all of the Mirages. So each Mirage is actually a separate unit, and you all have a different waypoint 3. So if you're supposed to be hitting the fuel tanks, your waypoint is on the fuel tanks. If you're hitting the airfield, it's on the airfield. If it's on the fighter aircraft, it's on the fighter aircraft. And then after you're done, you fly back to Shiraz. And then after that, we're all done, and we go have a beer. Can I say that? Is that allowed?
You are allowed a beer.
Copy that.
And if we're dead, we get a different sort of beer.
Let's go through today's flight. Stinger, Hornet, Ali, Grump, Shrek, Mookie, and Sock. Tusk, A10s. Blood, Jukal, Chopsticks, Jigsaw, Pest, Mosquito, Seahorse, Bean, Skill, Tanky, Horse, P40, Hasina Static, Fang, Viper, Signore Bear, Penguin, Macaboon, Darber, Jump, Harrier, Whistler, Starscream, Breathe, Spitfire, Artie, Bendy, Storm, Empty, Illusion, Mirage, Cap, today here by popular demand from the valued viewers, but okay. Elo, Space Chef, Task Force North, Saint, Kamov, North Center, Blight, Unexpected, Kamov, Gazelle, Patty Wagon, Tuxor, and Pimperho, and you guys are going to be collecting Erwin Rommel. And don't let him talk you, because he'll talk you around to the evil side in the helicopter, so don't listen. Cover up your ears and go la 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 la. Okay, guys.
Somebody
If the Warbirds use the left runway, the jets could use the right.
Let's expedite.
Sounds good. Yeah, we need to get those F-16s airborne. I thought you guys were on the runway.
I was waiting because people were taxiing in front of us.
Well, give us a shout, because basically, as soon as you stop moving, we'll get airborne.
Alright.
18s are all lined up, ready to go.
Super laggy.
We also need to get those Hornets in the air to get the SEAD started.
Yeah, but as soon as those F-16s stop moving. Cap, you can go right.
Yep. Roger that, Pritchard. Mirage is ready. Are we waiting for anything now, guys? Bearing in mind that the trigger's gone.
Arrow set.
Negative. I would say if you're on the runway, go ahead.
Let's go, guys.
Okay, Arching Spitfire's about to roll. Okay, so Stinger, we're going in about 5 seconds. Okay,
2.
Arching Spitfire's about to roll. It's rolling. Okay, brakes on.
2 rolling.
3 rolling. Start speed, 10 4.
2 rolling.
As soon as we loaded in, we had the...
Go ahead, Tuxor.
as soon as we loaded in, we had the message come up saying that Ronald had already been captured by us. Is that going to mix up the triggers? Is that going to mix up the triggers?
You might need to just
Oh, Box got confused.
Yep, copy that.
Whoa, what a knob!
Yep, copy that.
He says as he almost kills himself. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, I broke my gear. Why won't this thing take off? It's so heavy. Nothing happened. Absolutely
That's a
nothing.
lag.
Yeah, it's
Coming off the
ridiculous.
burner.
These World War II things are always so laggy.
Let's climb up to Angelos 15 and rotating up.
You guys finding it really laggy?
Yep. Looks okay-ish to me.
Do you like those BAPS valued viewers? They look cool, don't they?
Overlord 1-1, Bra 0D3 for 120 at 10,000 knots.
Leveling off.
You with us, hello?
Copy that.
Yeah, got eyes on him. He's just behind you. About 15 miles from waypoint.
111 for 100 at 10,000 knots.
We're not gonna bother going over the waypoint, we'll just cut the corner.
100 at 10.
Starting to left. And level. So 100 miles to go. You guys want to run it a bit faster and higher?
Why not?
Right, let's move up 5 degrees. We'll flank a bit more and then we'll use the burner.
Yep. Target is waypoint 3, isn't it?
Confirm. Yeah, so on our way to the initial point, or ingress point. And let's not slow down too much, I'm gonna go full burn in 3, 2, 1.
God, I'm so much faster. These baffs are so draggy. Have you dumped your middle tank, hello?
Say again, Cap?
Have you dumped your middle tank?
I didn't take one. I got 2 heavy bags.
Roger. Guys, just remind me the fuel system, how I know when I'm out of my external tank.
indicator on the warning list. So as long as you have everything black on the right, you still have fuel in the tank.
Roger.
You'll see your fuel gauge start clicking down. Your internal starts off at 3124, something like that.
Yeah, on the fuel indicator, so on the right you have the external stores and the left is the internal, if I'm not completely mistaken.
Correct the window.
So what are you guys reading on gauge and remain?
So I got 2,000 on the right remaining and 3,016 on the left.
Oh, we're all good then, boys. We're all good. Main problem is this lag. There's just too many units on here, Value Viewers. The server's not really handling it, which is annoying, but so be it.
I think we're not high enough to go fast with the big bags. Let's climb it first. By the way, Cap, let me know if you used your external fuel. Leveling. About 50 miles to go. We're not going to go faster with these two bags unless we try to hit the stratosphere. I don't think it's worth to try to go higher.
Roger, I'm breaking formation to start setting my jet up.
Copy. Let's go off the burner in 3, 2, 1, up. Set up your stalls. I'm gonna do the same.
Hello, how many did we take? I've actually forgotten.
How many what?
Bombs.
I think you took 6. I took 4, 2 bags, and 1 beluga.
Okay, fuse is set. Quantity of bombs is set. Distance interval is set. TMS forward. I think I'm good for bombing. Remember, we have to be level for this to work, guys. Pretty much level.
We'll descend before the initial point. We're gonna fly at about 300 to 400 feet. So use your radar altimeter, get the radar on and set your altimeter selector switch to hotel.
2.
3.
Overlord 1-1, Bra 019 424 at 7.
I suggest also that in about 10 miles we drop our external fuel tanks so we have more maneuverability.
3.
Good news. We're so far away, guys. My lag is. My lag's fine now.
Yep, copy that.
For me having FPS, guys, I can fly properly again.
Fuel tank select, master arm and selective jettison switch on. Let me know when ready to drop.
Caps moving into trail.
Out of trail, ready to drop.
Copy, ready to drop.
I'm going to do mine afterwards, guys. I don't want to screw my bombs up.
Alright, so LO releasing 3, 2, 1, release. Drop. Selective jettison off. Copy. Bomb selected. Turning slightly more to the right. So what we'll do is that we'll do a first pass, we'll continue east, and then depending on battle damage assessment, we'll do another pass on the way back.
Roger.
5 miles to IP. Turning 3, 2, 1.
Cap flight, from what we can see, there are no active bandits currently. We're gonna go rearm and refuel.
2 is on waypoint 3.
Thank you, sir.
Copy, and you should get eyes on HUD shortly.
Tally.
Drop one away. Drop check, one target. Going for another re-attack.
Got 8 Jade.
Drop two-way on targets.
3 running in, waypoint 2. All of mine have gone in. Pickle times 2.
Rump shack the remaining 88s.
Eyes on.
Looking for our target.
I have the runway.
See the parked aircraft, Elo?
Negative, not yet.
Same.
Cap, don't be so close.
There's AAA ahead.
No tally on parked aircraft. Tally junkers 88 burning in.
Craft left and right of the taxiway.
There's 2 banks left and right. You're on the right, I'm on the left, Alo. I'm on the left, you're on the right.
Copy that.
Okay, you son of a bitch. this? Cap-on's away. Shack. Oh, that couldn't have gone better. Beautiful. Multiple shacks.
Nice, I'm gonna select my snake eye.
Cap cannon. Can't remember how to do air to
You
ground.
guys get eyes on fuel tanks.
Let's go in again and have a look.
I'm extending a bit east and I'll return full speed.
Those suckers burn. Look at my ones burn. Tally fuel tanks running in.
I'm in from the southeast on these trucks.
Which side are the fuel tanks, Cap?
Towards the buildings, side.
Copy. On my way.
Remember not to dive in too low if you're going to go for guns on this aircraft.
Track long final, runway 29 left, Shiraz.
Right, can't remember how the ground paper works, guys. How do I get the ground paper up?
Good morning, Mosquito. That convoy you're fighting has a Robin in it.
Eyes on the tank.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, we'll leave it alone. Sorry. Yep. You must have passed over a whole other convoy about 2 miles before that. Yeah, we did. We ignored that. Was that a fatal mistake? Yeah, they're the baddies, I believe. Oh, bollocks. Alright, we'll go back. I think one was alive still.
Shack. 3 times.
Oh, I'm gonna have gone.
Good hits on the tanks.
One more tank left.
That's everything. Do you want to go up for another gun pass?
Roger. Keep fast, guys. AAA.
Yep.
Right, don't do something stupid, Cap. Just don't do something stupid like you always do. That's all I ask.
Tuxedo Seahorse. Go ahead,
There's still some aircraft.
Yeah, massive building just over you, I think it's south. Is Rommel in that or can I go bomb it?
I got the tank.
You can go bomb that, we've got Rommel where you straight to Minik. Roger.
Yeah, I count still 7 aircrafts on the taxiway.
Yeah! Get some, baby. Rolling back in. 2,000 pounds of gas. We have obliterated that friggin' runway. Mirage, baby.
Four times more aircrafts. Fighters south west side.
Roger, guys. I'm just gonna watch.
Roger. I still got guns for another pass.
Jerry on final on the jet runway 2029.
Okay, let's connect. Next waypoint.
Waypoint 4.
If I'm waypoint 4, let's regroup on the hill, on the mountains north of the airbase.
Aye, aye.
Copy that.
Fucking flat.
Scale, Tuxel. Is that convoy attacking fully down? We're just going to be passing over with Rommel in the helicopters. There's a
We've got times left. Have time to
have to pass by. I think they've got a shot once me. Tucks will be coming in from your right to left, but I'll be ahead of you and pass before you get to the convoy. Copy, that's good.
Joining formation.
Copy, let's speed up. I'm running 3, 2, 1.
Mosquito flight. Come in. We're coming back now with Rommel. All the convoys dead on the northwest of
Let's take a light climb.
I believe so, we didn't run into any on our way in. But I'm going to fly up to the farm that way anyway, so if there are, I'll let you know. Cool, thank you.
Okay, we can take it cheaper without all the armaments.
Starting to get laggy again as we get towards the Germans.
What? Space out a bit if you think it's dangerous.
Cap doesn't space out.
Hello, 1570.
1800.
Copy.
I don't know what's happened to my radar value, viewers.
I don't know if I think. We're gonna use less and less fuel as we get to space.
It's a good way of chewing up the miles, guys.
We're gonna start leveling off and we're gonna speed up even more. Hello, fuel station.
Say again?
So your fuel station?
440 at 10,000 knots.
1250.
Plenty.
Copy. 12. Cap.
1500, plenty.
Copy. Yeah, we'll be fine. We can still burn farther.
440 at 10,000 flanking.
Okay, Angels. 37 almost. Let's level off.
God damn, that looks good.
Yep.
Nice keeping up that close at that speed.
Instant dismissal.
When they hit 54, take us all out.
Trap traffic, advised by the imbalance Spitfire, emergency landing, engine damage. Are we still at over 1,000 pounds fuel?
I will say 850.
1200. Guys, we're Mach 1.9 nearly in fingertip formation.
Yep. Yeah, I don't want to break that. I want more speed even.
Mach 2. Going for Mach 2 fingertip formation, guys.
Yeah, I'm getting a Mach warning.
Yeah, we're gonna get these Mach 1s even more. Let's put 5 degrees down.
Oh, I won't do it, Pritchard. Won't do it. Mach 2.
There's only a craft just in front.
We're doing a thing. We're doing a thing.
In front of us. Let's do it. guys, it's close to the right. He's coming right.
All formations should be fingertip at Mach 2.
Mach 2, I think I took 2 minutes fast.
Yeah, we can push it up to 2.19, 2.2, something like that.
It's going to get touchy.
I'm not sure if we're gonna catch up.
At 520.
Only 25 miles to the airfield.
Quickest way to cover 150 miles ever.
Jump flight reporting, we're engaging 2 convoys. First one almost destroyed, second one we're engaging.
Woo!
Let's slow down, eyes on the runway.
Whoa, that closure rate though. That closure rate. With a massive bit of lag. Never good together. Where's that though?
Buddy spike, M2000.
Pushing the nose down to 10 degrees.
God, the air brakes are stupidly overmodeled in this. Still with us, hello?
Copy that, yep. At 2 times mosquitoes landing in the fog.
For the final.
Oh, that is a hard turn. Oh, that is a hard turn. Ah. It's not ready for that.
Paddy wagon, MI8, 10 miles south of the flop.
Turning these hard. Idle. Of speed break.
Uzi 2-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 10948
Go down.
at 11,000.
On final, left turn.
Stay right, Cap.
Yep.
See other flights landing on the left, aborting.
Just so we have one way.
There seems to be a fairly large group of enemy armour heading in on one of our front line areas, so I'll take the square in a sec. I'm going to exit 60 land on runway 27 right.
Yeah, it's in North Central. I'm here just with the Gazelle by myself, so it needs some help.
Alright, turning. Gear down in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, there are 2 pieces of armour left to Task Force North as well.
And line up to the left. Slowing down.
I got back here. I forgot I burst my gear when I took off. There we go. So how do I get out of here again?
Well, you straight to Nick.
I took a right.
MA 3 miles south of the park, inbound.
Oh. J-turn. Something wrong with my Mirage.
Sammy of Striker, if you want to go to target 5 and put a few more down, there's quite a lot of things.
Careful, not that flight. 3 still inbound with 1.5. Right. Use entering initials of shrouds.
I hit some Kubel wagons eyeballing a bomb on.
Yeah, I didn't like those Kubel wagons, I took a dislike to them.
Copy. My CCIP reticle is to the left side of my HUD.
Yeah, it's sort of windy today.
It might have something to do with what year they've got in the mission.
Yeah, Tuxel, I've crashed about 1 mile north of the farm. I'm okay. I don't know if you've got any units that can pick me up.
A few minor problems,
I've got Ronald and I'll carry on past and find you.
Oh, no. Ah!
You want to ram me with the rockets or something like that?
Cap's not going up again, but you guys can if you want. Having a few problems with my Mirage, just getting into the friggin'... Oh, I'm too ham-fisted for this. How is it doing this?
I'm seeing a couple of 88s firing at waypoint 4. I see them. I'm going in for it.
Okay.
You know what? This would help. There we go. Drop 3 away. They're going in now.
Yeah, visual. 3 is Winchester, RTB.
see someone doing sillies on the runway.
I've got no tyres. It's like driving a train on tarmac. I'm slow. Not going to be ham-fisted. I'm not going to be ham-fisted.
When we took off or during the land?
It's when I took off. It was so laggy. Oh, never mind. These things happen.
Yeah, also the tires do blow up quite easily on the Mirage.
Register on the checking group on Square XN 63. Returning to base to rearm.
That's how you park. That's how you park. That's how you park, boys.
Okay, that was very close.
That was interesting, wasn't it?
Drop one away on the remaining 88. Coming in on it? Yeah.
Safe enough to pass by. I think they've got a shot once at me. We'll go slightly north of them. Yeah, I've got a visual on you, so I'll avoid you when I'm doing a run.
Drop guns, guns, guns.
Altitude. Altitude. Get up, get up!
Drop shack on the final AAA at waypoint 4.
Tuck 7 coming in from your right to left. I'll be ahead of you and past before you get to the convoy.
Off advance, so let me know before you're going to roll. I'm lining up on the runway right now. I think you can go ahead and take off.
3 is en route to waypoint 5 if you need me. I got full 8 bombs. Just keep going, yeah, why not? The more holes the barrier.
Giggity.
Are all the waypoints taken care of? Pretty much, I think 5 is the only one we're a bit suspect.
Two's gonna go in and clean up waypoint 2. Looks like there might be one gun still alive and at least one AAA. Okay, I see you. Two, guns, guns, guns.
Altitude. Altitude.
2, AAA destroyed, RTB, Winchester.
Off the runway. South. I see shots fired at the blue smoke. I'm gonna investigate what's going on.
Copy that, I'll catch you.
Oof, I got a system error for my rocket.
Square XN 63. Yeah, it's the north central. I'm here just with the Gazelle armor itself, so it needs some help. So it looks like your bombs were in the gap between the 2 sets of buildings. I'm running in at CTFE. Okay. Nice big holes you made, right? Thank you.
Altitude.
Did my best.
Altitude.
So there are 2 pieces of armor left to task force north as well.
Thank you guys for covering that target for me.
Pleasure.
Yeah, CTFE's really sideways.
Yeah. gunning the tank.
Hello, and hot. Copy.
Ordnance in the assembly area marked on the map in square YM06 with lots of targets in. Special from final runway 32 left.
Station, this is SOC. Active is 11. Active runway is runway 11.
About 15 minutes before end of mission, Whistler.
Yeah, boarding. Going for one left.
Track inbound. Gentlemen, do we have any more armored targets left?
I've got a
Track downwind, 1-1 left.
Sorry, I do not. I did try the Alt Y. I'm not sure if that's the one though. I'll give it a try, thank you.
Fuck.
Touchdown and good. Just training for the games. Special, turning ways, 1-1 left, right hand circuit. Maybe we can do a kind of formation landing.
Sure, I wouldn't get too close. I have a blown out front gear.
It looks perfectly safe to me.
Track on final.
Special landing on the left.
Visual. Track is clear.
I'm gonna PFM this Hilton on the ground. Hilton, I'm on your 6, surrender.
We've got work to do.
Shackleton in finals. 12. Cheeky, chopsticks.
It looks like it could slow down. You bastard. Jump flight initials. Entering the downwind. Alright, square right, Jackal. Touche, touche. Whistler, Vincia. F-16, flight of 4, final runway 11 left. We're gonna do like 2 ships abreast land. Be advised, Signore, the active is the other side. Make sure it's clear before you do it. 11 right, copy. On the south, full stop. cut in front of us, Harrier, just unless you're planning to land to the right of the runway.
Left, I've already called.
Oh, you were just in front of 11 right, sorry.
I was. I called it. That's fine, we can have 11 right. I'm flexible. I'm a Harrier.
And there's 4 of us, so... Coming back ever so slight. Okay, I'm holding it here. Holding the power here. I'll let you know when I cut it. Cutting it now. Roger. Gonna need some right rudder, we got a crosswind.
Hello, check left. Copy that. You can go ahead, just keep to the left. Because if you go to the right, there's a Nathan in front.
And welcome back to Debrief. Main objectives, Starscream, send.
Well, I didn't actually get to see everything else that happened.
You didn't?
Because
You didn't watch
flying...
everyone in perfect time at the same time?
No, I didn't.
Right. How about that?
I'm an awful mission maker. That's why I'm not very good. So, but at least the Harriers, we went out and we killed some stuff and we came back. So, I guess success there. I heard that we got Rommel. I heard that.
Well
so, there's success there.
All right, guys, let's do it group by group so we know what's going on. First group, whoever you are, send.
Stinger, yeah. Well, we got airborne once the FA-16s were ready to launch as well. We rushed to our target. We split into 2 groups because we had 4 targets. We basically overall had about 58 units on the ground, which we managed to destroy. Most of the time we used GBU-38s. 1 or 2 of us in the follow-up passes had problems with CCIP bombing, in that it wasn't sort of showing very well, and I think Damp had the biggest problem. So we basically went across with a couple of spare bombs and helped him out, and I think basically we did about 90%, 99% of the assets at every target.
To note there, I think we learned the hard way that in 1940 we didn't have, or 1940s we didn't have satellites for our GPS. So INS kind of gets kind of wonky when you pull high G turns.
Roger, it's actually modeled as well, isn't it? So that's interesting.
Oh, that's why.
How embarrassing for you, Damp.
Well, I knew that was happening. It's like, oh yeah, we only have our INS to work off of, so if we're pulling high G maneuvers, we're destroying our, well, we're not destroying it, we're knocking our INS off.
Roger. Well, strictly a you problem, I'm afraid, boys. Okay, next group, send.
I think it's the A-10s, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, well, I think we discovered that if the A-10 was to go back to World War II, the Germans would be complaining about balance issues. Because... yeah, we went to our targets and we rinsed them in very short order with CBUs, laser rockets, Mavericks, the lot. And I'm not sure about the other guys, but I racked up 52 ground kills with this thing. So.
Incredible.
That's so funny. Okay, fine. Next group, send and Ting.
Okay, so we took off with absolutely flawless precision, apart from 50% losses. And then we
GR takeoff.
We found the targets. Skill and I were within inches of murdering Rommel due to some miscommunication, but it's all right. He lived. We bombed some targets for a while. Tanky and Bean caught back up with us. I went to rearm at the FARP and landed. Skill had an accident, so that's 75% losses. And then we took off again, but there were no more targets left, so we destroyed pretty much all of our targets, and then we headed home, where I crashed, so we had 100% left.
Jesus Christ. Excellent, well done, guys. Very impressed. Next group, please don't say bad. Take your time.
I guess that's just me and my P-51.
And static, yes.
So I just basically took off and flew around looking for airplanes to shoot down. Came across, I guess, K4 and F-16 having a dogfight, and the F-16 ran away. So I took out the K4 and then just flew around looking for more aircraft. That was basically my reaction, just shooting down the one K4.
Burn!
Well done, next group, please.
All right, that would be the 16 cap flight. We departed as soon as we were ready and burned straight to the 3 groups of bandits, northeast, east, and southeast. And the funny part was they were absorbing AMRAAMs like it was nobody's business.
They did, didn't they?
But the guns were working good and AIM-9s were working. And we killed most of them, I believe. And I don't think they had any chance to harass our guys, except for maybe Hasina there, but he dispatched the 109 he had to deal with. We lost Dauber. I don't know how that happened. He left after he either crashed or was shot down. But then we proceeded to land with only that 1 loss. So we had, out of our 5, that was it.
Okay, guys. Next group, please.
Was there for jump flight? Me and Starscream got up rather quickly, flew to our designated waypoint, quickly spotted a couple armored convoys, and Starscream brought some bombs and took off into that formation and sent some lead their way. And I was sporting IR Mavs and just cleaning up along the way. Pretty much just textbook flying, shooting, killing, blowing shit up. Toward the end, Starscream spotted a resupply convoy of trucks towards the south. Got some bullets into them and a few other missiles, and then afterwards we took off for home. We have kills in the combined over 20 or so. Probably would have been a little higher, but the A-10s, I think, leisurely jaunted over to one of our waypoints, and because they got more munitions than targets, so they did their thing, and we got back safe.
Lovely job. Well done. Next, send.
That's Breath, the Spitfires. We took off, headed out for our target assembly area, found it with no great difficulty, attacked with cannon, took out 3 of the 4 half-tracks that were firing at us, several of the FARP tents as well. Then we're out of ammo, so decided to head for the FARP to rearm and refuel. Halfway there, Windows Mixed Reality suddenly decided to put up the evil black and white display, mixed reality display, which totally blots out your ability to see anything. So I had to despawn at that point. I respawned at the airport since I counted that as a game crash, and was heading back to the assembly area, but overflew a column or V column of enemy tanks moving in on one of our frontline areas. So I engaged those, took out some Pumas, and then flew back. And just as I was coming into land, Windows Mixed Reality hit me again, and then I crashed. At which point I gave up. Bendy heroically was damaged and heroically actually got back to the FARP and successfully landed, but with a dead engine too far away to actually be able to repair.
Roger. Okay.
Mighty good landing though.
Next, Groupio.
Illusion, les Mirages. So we took off, flew high, not that fast because we were loaded like trucks. We took down the runway, parked aircrafts. We did a second pass, destroyed the fuel depots of the airfield. And then, since there wasn't too much anti-air defense for good measure, we strafed everything close to the taxiways. I think still there's several aircrafts that survived, but probably most of them took some kind of damage. We went back to base, very high speed, fun, very good formation at high speed. Landed, we tried to rearm. Some of us had gear problems, others system problems. I think only Elo managed to take down more targets after we took off back and went have a look at the FARP just south of the base. Elo, comments?
Roger that, yep. When I got back up, I just engaged a few half-tracks that was harassing our FARP, and then RTB.
Roger, boys. Good job. Next group.
Cap, I forgot to mention, in Fang, a few of our guys did air-to-ground Penguin and Macaboo after we did the cap, and they got a good amount of kills, so I just wanted to give them credit where credit's due.
I was watching them, yeah. Next.
I also want to say thank you to that FARP out there to the southwest that helped a lot with keeping the convoys out of action and away from the bases.
Roger. Next group, please, guys.
Task Force Center, we went out to the AO light. As soon as we got there, immediately had an issue, some desync or something. He just fell out of the sky. We don't know what happened. So I was left there with the Gazelle against a huge column of Tigers. Only hit one with my first 4 missiles because those are notoriously bad for moving targets. So I RTB'd, rearmed, came up back, got 4 more Tigers. By that time, the fixed wing were already on the other targets. Did a third trip, and by the time I got there was nothing left, or I thought there was nothing left because I think there was a column left, and that was all.
Roger, very good. Next group.
The Patty Wagons, myself, and Pimp. We lifted early. I think we were the ones that triggered the Germans. So
how embarrassing for you, Tuxor, not listening to orders again.
Well, you know, that's how it is. we waited for some air cover to get near us before we carried on. We bypassed a couple of armored convoys, obviously because our task was just to get Rommel. We found him eventually, so we were circling him, carefully picking off the half tracks, and then Seahorse and Skill arrived and tried to shoot him in the face. But luckily we stopped him from doing that. We captured him and brought him back to base. And then I rescued Bendy, who is half a mile away in a field.
Yeah, that's funny. Is that a lot, guys? Well done. That's a big kill count. Added together, we must have killed 200 guys, I reckon. I like World War II with modern planes because it's easy and I don't screw up. And I don't get shot down by HQ9s and stuff. Right, guys. Oh, just seen a cool thing there. That's great. Any final words before I screw off? Whatever that means.
You know exactly what that means.
Yes, I do. Right, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And I will see you on Wednesday.
Ta-ta.
All right.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.